So I know it's a Gustav Becker because it says so right there. And this is a medallion they got. Now, looking at my Charles Twilliger 400-day clock repair guide, you basically compare the plates, and I'm not going to take this thing apart. It could be this plate here, or it could be this plate here. Except for this plate here doesn't have a number on it. And this plate here does have a number on it. And my plate has numbers right here. So more than likely, it's that plate right there. And in 1906 is when they put a spring guard. That's what these two extra holes right here are for. Here and here is a spring guard. I have a 1908 Gustav Becker that says it could take a disc pendulum or a 4-ball pendulum, and mine just happens to have a 4-ball pendulum. But there's the holes for the spring guard. So this clock is dated 1902. In 1903, they started putting made in Germany on them. This is a 1903, made in Germany. This is a 1905, made in Germany. Sorry, in 1905 is when they started putting spring guards, because there's the holes, the extra holes. So these clocks came out in 1902, and it could very well be this plate here also. But again, I would have to take the thing apart, and I'm not going to do it.
These channels are going to be in the description of all my videos. And so please take the time to subscribe to them. You'll learn a lot. There's links. You go to the description of my videos that I've created lately, and there will be links to every one of these channels. Please take the time to sign into YouTube, go to the description, and subscribe to all these channels. Cheryl Adair, she's a lady that I'm going to give a clock away once she reaches 1,000 subscribers. Just Mike, he does a great job at repairing clocks. Torsion Dell, anniversary clocks. You don't have to have anniversary clocks to learn stuff. This guy right here is 15 years old and repairs all of his own clocks. Matthew Reed has 2 channels. You'll learn a lot from his channel. Jody Davis creates and designs and sells cuckoo clocks that are made right here in the United States. Mark Dalton, he got great videos out to include on antique cuckoo coil clocks. Trumpeter man Frank Snyder, he shows clocks that a lot of people would give a lot of money for or give up body parts to own. Scotty's Clock World. What I like most about Scotty's Clock World is the fact that he shows how the J levers and all those stuff on antique American clocks work. And those clocks is clocks that I have trouble with. And there's so many different brands, styles. You can have the same maker who made different styles. One time they would put the J hook here, the next time they put the J hook here. It's confusing as crap. But Scotty's Clock World does a great job explaining how to put them together. Clocks with Seth, his videos are professional. He shows clocks, mainly his dad's clocks, gives you the history on them. He goes to NAWCC meetings and shows you history on not only clocks and watches. Jordan Busby, another young horology. I'm a firm believer in supporting the younger generation. If you don't support the younger generation, the clocks that you love will end up in the trash. So support the younger generation. And this guy right here, David Texador, he's had a YouTube channel for 11 years, and I became his 48th subscriber. He subscribes to my channel and Cheryl's channel and a few other people's channels. Scotty's Clock World. He advertises for Cheryl and Scotty's Clock World and his homepage of YouTube and a few other people. But please take the time to subscribe. It's free to do so. You don't have to pay a dime to subscribe to anybody's channel. Now, some channels have it to where members only can see certain videos that people who don't pay a membership fee can't see. My channel has always been and will always be free. YouTube sends me hints all the time to make a member only section. I'm not going to do it because I always said my channel will always be free until YouTube changes it. And once YouTube changes it, I will quit posting videos. But please take the time to subscribe. It doesn't matter whether you're on your phone, whether you're on your TV, or whether you're on your computer like myself. If you're on your TV, there's certain ways that you can do it. And I have a video that explains how to do it. You figure it out depending on what you use. I don't know what you use, but please take the time to subscribe to their channels. But you have to sign into YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube account, it is free to create a YouTube account. All you have to have is an email address. And most people have an email address because they have a Facebook account. If you don't have an email address, there are free email address accounts that you can go to. I have a Yahoo email account. No, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I never go there. That I created like 25 or 30 years ago, and I never paid a dime to have this free email account. But there are other email accounts. If you have the internet, more than likely you have an email account. You have to be signed into YouTube to subscribe to these channels or to make comments on their videos. So please take the time to do so. And again, I'm making it easy for you. Every channel that you've seen is going to be in the description of my videos. Let me take that back. Every channel that you see from mid-May of 2026 onward is going to be in the description of my videos. Today is January the 8th. I added this guy to this section here. So his channel is in the description of my videos. Please take the time to subscribe.
Now let's look at eBay sold listings. It's not that kind of clock. I wish it was. $785. This one, $200, then another $120 for shipping. So basically, $320 is what it's sold for. And I'd have to click on it to see if it's in running condition. This one, disc pendulum, $364, and then another $112, $111 in shipping. This one, $265 plus $75 in shipping. And this one, 1902 Gustav Becker deluxe model. Best offer was accepted, but they were asking $650, another $30 for it. Best offer was accepted on this one. They started off at $500, and they went to $400, and best offer was accepted. I don't know what it sold for. The disc pendulum alone, $100 just for the disc pendulum. Parts only clock, $275 as a disc pendulum. And the 1906 Gustav Becker, $464 plus $110 in shipping. Somebody got a heck of a deal on this. Parts only, one bid. Best offer was accepted. It sold for less than $100. Another one sold for $440 basically to include shipping. $525 to include shipping. So these things are not cheap. This is 1908 with the disc pendulum, sold for $425 plus $20 in shipping. Mine has got the 4-ball pendulum, and it was allowed to have that. Like I said, these things are not cheap. I clicked on the one that best offer was accepted in 1902. Looks just like mine. I take that back. Mine is a square dial. And so it looks, mine is different from this one. And they're lying when they say this is a 1902 model. Could you see these holes right here? These holes are for the spring guard, which this doesn't have. So I just got through showing you that they came out with the spring guard in 1905. So somebody advertised this wrong. And these are the holes that I'm talking about. These 2 holes on top of that, and these 2 holes below that. That is for a spring guard. It should have 2 stems coming out here and there. This is my 1908 Gustav Becker, and these are the sections for the spring guard that I was telling you about. But they came out with that for the book in 1905. Now, with that said, there's a posting on the NAWCC that says the Charles Twilliger 400-day repair guide has got some errors in it. So you would have to go to each page to see if it's part of the errors on the NAWCC. When I looked at this clock, it was not listed on the errors of the NAWCC. And if you look at all these sold listings on eBay, they all have round dials, where mine has got a square dial. So it very well could be worth a ton more money. Now, this is the pendulum on this. And you will see the letter F and slow. To speed it up, and this is not the right key for it. The key takes a double N key, and the smaller section of the key would be to fit right here, so you could turn this to speed it up or to slow it down. The same way on this side. But he pretty well had it adjusted. It was running perfect at my sister's house. So I'm not going to mess with it unless I have to. But 1902 Gustav Becker anniversary / torsion clock with disc pendulum and the square dial, which is unusual. Please follow me to see more great videos like this. No, I don't want to work on your clock. If you need a clock that needs worked on, contact Sean Barnes with S&N Clock Repair, or go to my YouTube channel where I show you how to repair clocks. May God bless each and every one of you.